Hello guys, welcome again to our live stream for Bitcoin cryptocurrencies. Okay, so let's start. First of all, we have here a very important chart right now. We have the monthly chart. So we have a new close today. So well, based on this data, we can say, I mean, what could be the next macro move, right? Or what is gonna be the direction for Bitcoin in February, right? So let's start. First of all, here we have the close. As you can see here, we have Bitcoin closing below the exponential moving average MA55 for first test. I cannot say this is a rejection. Of course, this is not a rejection. Rejection is more something like when you have a massive week. For example, here you have here. Let me show you. Let me see if I can see an example. Good rejection in the monthly. I think the monthly we don't have it. I think maybe we will have it in weekly chart. Yes, I think so. But never mind. The thing here is like, if this is a reaction, you should see long wick, something like this, and the candle closing like this, something like this, right? But it's not happening. Actually, that didn't happen this month. So what I'm expecting right now is we will see more sideways, maybe here around this level, and maybe around $25,000, 26 around there. And the thing here is like any close in weekly chart below this area, for example, it's an example. If we don't see the bounce, as I said before, and just we see first the pullback, actually in one day chart, I think, well, I don't want to mix time frames, but the thing here is like as long as Bitcoin is above a $19,000, 700, 500, I am bullish on Bitcoin. Okay, I don't know, I cannot say this is reaction, not yet. As I said before, this is more like reaction, something like this. Imagine something like this, like you had the week, long week. Yeah, but we don't have here. So we have a test here. So any close below this, yes, I will start calling this as a reaction and continuation and potential break of 17K. Now, this is in the monthly, of course, right? But I want to show you something very important. We have the dollar index here in this case, because it's the oldest data here. Yes, we have for Bitcoin. And now this is showing me something very, very, very interesting here. Let me show you here the scale. Let me fix the scale here. Honestly, with this bounce, I was expecting to see a buy here, a buy signal here, but not yet. We are not there yet. Well, Bitcoin is not there. So what is this telling me right now? Well, this could be a bull trap, actually. Yes, I mean, the products are there. Yes, because this is not a buy signal. It's about to, we will see a buy signal in March, but honestly, I don't think so. I think, honestly, if we will see a pullback, of course, maybe a 19, 20K, any close below there, you will see an invalidation of this and potential continuation to the downside. Now, the biggest concern here I have here is the OBB. OBB for first time, as you can see here, is below the zero line here. Technically speaking, in volume, we are bearish, at least my case in the macro timeframes, and I explain why in October 2022. Why? So the thing here is like, as long as Bitcoin in the monthly is below the zero line here, well, this is gonna be a macro bounce, and it's very interesting. Why? Because right now Twitter, very sophisticated people, many influencers, they are calling the bull market and the bull run, blah blah blah. Yeah. They could be right. Maybe they could be right, the same as they said Bitcoin will hit 150K or 200 or 500K in 2022 or 2021. It's up to you if you want to believe or not. So right now, what I'm expecting, yes, I'm expecting potentially pullback if one day chart, of course, because I want to talk about weekly the one day chart. Now the next chart I want to show you is the weekly chart. Weekly chart, this is not a reaction, not yet. Okay, you're thinking here short all in, like, no, of course not. This is not a reaction. Looks like Bitcoin the first week or two will test potentially $25,000, $26,000 based on this price action. But don't get me wrong, this is not a bull market, in my humble opinion, of course, and this is going to be a major sell opportunity. Why? Because technically speaking, weekly chart is testing the sell line here, as you can see here, and also Bitcoin, well, we have a crossing the sell line here, so you will see something like this in February. Get ready for this, because this is going to be this month. You will have a very good opportunity, very good chance to sell Bitcoin actually this month. Okay, remember, I am not a financial advisor. Everything what you do, what you said, what you do with your cryptocurrencies or whatever is your own responsibility. Okay, so So for me, the target, it should be between this level, actually, yes, $23,000, 24 and 27. I know it's quite big, yes, because we are talking about macro timeframes like weekly chart, 20, 25%, 15%, something like that, right? So as long as Bitcoin, this is not rejection for me, not yet. Rejection is if you see the weekly chart closing below $22,500. Yes, if you see this close, for example, or maybe one day chart close, the closing below there, you will see 20K. And as long Bitcoin is about 20K, I am bullish, still bullish, still bullish. Maybe this month, maybe 2 weeks of this month is going to be green. And after that, February, the last 2 weeks of February and March, they will be garbage, actually, yes. And we will see, I think in March, we will know if Bitcoin actually, this is the bottom. Honestly, I mean, there is a good chance, potentially, yes. But remember what I said about macro timeframes, bi-monthly, 3 months, 6 months, and whatever, and so on, right? So this is not the same, because now I can see influencers, right, YouTubers, they are comparing this price action right now here, like this one, right? Or sorry, 2015. And the thing here is, like, for first time in the history, Bitcoin is testing the ME55 as resistance in monthly right now, okay? This white line was a very, very strong support for more than 12 years. For first time in the history right now, Bitcoin is testing this line, this moving average ME55, exponential moving average ME55, as potential resistance. The question is this rejection? Is this confirmation? Not yet. We will get the confirmation if only if Bitcoin breaks 20K. Any close below 20K is gonna be terrible for Bitcoin. And yes, we can say ME55 actually is gonna be a resistance. And after that, you can expect maybe 10K or something like that. Now, based on the probabilities, I think right now this price action is something new, is something like we can compare here, yes, because this time Bitcoin is below actually the ME55. As you can see here, we don't even have this, we don't have more examples. We don't have more examples. Bitcoin is like a baby, right, the monthly chart. So the best thing we can do here is just follow the system. Of course, if you have a system, right? If you don't have it, maybe you in this live stream you can learn my system of trading. The thing here is, like, I don't have buy signal here in the monthly, not yet. So the doors are open for a potential bull trap in the macro timeframes. Yes. So I was thinking to see a buy signal this month, but no, not yet. So officially in monthly chart, I am not bullish. I mean, like 500K or something like that. Of course not. Now let me show you the next candle, the next chart here. Indicator here. Very, very classic indicator here. The reason why I'm using this is because, well, people, they like to use RSI. I don't use it. I was using that for maybe 3 or 4 years, I think. But when I understood, when the moment when I understood how market makers they play, I just stopped using very popular indicators. But it's very good to know. It's good to see what we can expect. It's very good to see what many people they are watching right now. So historically speaking, as you can see here, it's very easy to see the monthly, right? The monthly. Every time when Bitcoin breaks the RSI here, yeah, and potentially here, yeah, we have a bull market, technically speaking, okay? The thing here is, like, that is the very golden cross and that cross, whatever, very way to do. I mean, like, this for me is garbage, honestly. A second thing here is because the monthly is just 2-3 times interactions here, as you can see, 1, 2, 3. So as a trader, I cannot trust, like, okay, this is not, potentially could be a fake signal. Why? Because you're trading every day. Yeah, you know, right? You have to backtest your system, and it's just not 1 time, 2 times. You have to do it maybe 50 times, 100 times, right? Whatever, right? So the thing here is, like, as long as Bitcoin is below the 50 level in the monthly, I am not bullish in the macro timeframes. Bitcoin must be above here, this level, 50 level. So that means February and March, you have to see the RSI breaking the moving average here and above the 50 level. And after that, yes, I will tell you, historically speaking, yes, the next bull market is coming here. 2023 is going to be amazing. 2024 maybe. And to the moon, right? So right now we are not there yet, and as you can see here, is the RSI is testing this area. But as long as it's below this line, the yellow line, in the monthly basis, well, is not bullish, not yet. Okay, now let's talk about the weekly chart, because right now, to the moon, right? To the moon. Okay, we have here something very interesting here. This is very, very interesting here. This setup right now here for Bitcoin is very, very interesting. Let me show you here. Technically speaking, with RSI, yes, we should be bullish. Yes, of course. Following the rules in weekly chart, yes, it's still above the 50 level. Technically speaking, we should be bullish. Now, any close this month, any close in February, below the 50 level, you can start calling for, we can start saying like maybe we will see new lows, okay? Bitcoin cannot lose the 50 level in the macro time frames. Let me show you a good example. Here, broke the 50 level here, and after that, tested here the 50 level, and after that, outer bounce. So from this point and this point, you see? After Bitcoin lose the 50 level, what happened? Major crash. So if you are bullish on Bitcoin because you believe in your your influencer, I don't know, like this guy, right? To the moon always. Well, you have to see, at least in my opinion, we have to see Bitcoin closing candles, weekly candles closing above the 50 level in RSI. If you're using this indicator, of course, for me, no thanks. If I have to say right now, for me, Bitcoin is gonna be a sell this month in the macro scale. This is like this. Let me show you. I know it's like, oh my God, really? Leo, I want to be bullish. Please, I want the next bull market. Sorry, my friend, but this is like this, okay? And this is going to be like this, not today, this month, okay? So because it's weekly chart, you will see a sell signal very soon in the next 2 weeks, I think. The next 2 weeks, and as long as Bitcoin is below the MI55, 25K in this case, it's just like this. That's it, okay? But my altcoins, right? 20x profits to the moon. Well, good luck with that. I am not a gambler, so that's why good luck with that. Okay, so let's continue here. Technically speaking, OBB, as you can see here, is testing right now the zero line here. Usually is a rejection. Yeah, usually it's like that. So if we see the rejection, for example, like this one, get ready, because Bitcoin will just around maybe 20K. Yes, 20K should be the target in macro time frames. Any close below the mid-21 here, you can use as a reference the mid-21 in weekly chart. As long as Bitcoin is above here, technically speaking, we can see more upside. But I think Bitcoin is very close to see. We are gonna see potentially a sell signal, very strong sell signal very soon. I think the next 2 weeks. Now let's talk about the 1-day chart. Now this is a chart. Actually, it's very interesting. Why? Because I'm bullish. I am bullish at least for maybe 1 week, or I think so. Let me show you why. First of all, here we have here Bitcoin we have here this signal here last week, right? It was here in January 23, as you can see here, and right now we are in February 1st, so technically speaking 7 days. Now we have the ADX negative here, yes, here, okay? The problem with this setup right now here is the time, okay? For me, this is not a short. No, I know you want a short, but for me, this is not a short, not yet. Why? Because the time is just passing, you see? And you will see maybe in a couple days, 2-3 days more, seller line is about to be tested here, and as long as Bitcoin is above $20,000, 820 around there, this is just sideways. Remember, this signal you see here, that means sideways or bounce. Sorry, sideways or drop actually, or falling. So that means 2 possibilities, right? Sideways, like this, or falling. Okay. So in average, it's around 10 days. So now we have this 7 days here, and now here we have around 3 days. So I would say maybe around Wednesday around there. If you don't see Bitcoin actually breaking $20,700, you will see Bitcoin actually trying other leg up. I mean, you will see Bitcoin pumping. But this pump is going to be the last one. And after that, actually, that is going to be the real short position for me. Yeah, I am waiting, because of course I will short Bitcoin if I see Bitcoin around 26, 27. The thing here is, like, in my experience, right? I could be totally wrong. Please. But let me show you. In my experience, market makers, they like to do this, right? They wait for the last moment they drop the candle here, and after that people, oh yeah, sell, okay, Bitcoin is gonna crash, right? And now the time is passing here. Instead of crashing, it's using sideways, and when you see the seller line testing here, around here, get ready. Because if you see Bitcoin in sideways, or any asset, actually, you can apply this rule to any asset, you will see a new bounce, yeah? And this bounce is gonna be, usually is bigger than this one, and in the process you will see a bearish divergence, something like this, okay? And here, my friend, when you see the bearish divergence this month, you will see this asset, because technically speaking it's just pumping like a Ponzi scheme. So like this, a major correction, around 10k correction. For example, this is just speculation, right? If I am right with this, and we see, for example, $27,000, 10k crash from there is around 17k, around there. So that is an scenario like I'm looking right now. Now the thing here is, like, if you see Bitcoin breaking right now, I mean, couple days, right? $22,000, yeah, 600, around there, this area, right? In this area, the next target should be around 20k, yes, MA55, and after that, to the upside. I mean, if you're gonna short, it's because you know what you are doing, okay? Because the rules are very simple. You cannot short Bitcoin in 1-day chart. Simple. At least with my system of trading, you cannot short this, because technically speaking, Bitcoin is still above the MA55. Yeah. So the only way to trade this in 1-day chart, of course, is wait for the pullback. Yeah. And the trend is your friend, and that is your best friend. Yeah. And that's it. I like this. Okay. So, but you are very pro and you want to short, well, manage your risk here, because it's gonna be very interesting here. Okay. And I know the news, the Fed, the regulations, whatever, I don't care. I really don't care. Okay, good luck with that. So the thing here is, like, Bitcoin now, the time is doing very good, actually. And don't forget about this. Even you see better divergence from in here, volume is still above the zero line, is trending here. So usually you will see a test. And this test usually is another bounce. Okay, so Bitcoin at least 2 weeks more is gonna be, technically speaking, maybe bullish, and I will be very careful, okay? Careful, because this is not the area to buy. I mean, in a spot, buy all in 6 months, you will get wrecked. But the halving is coming. Let me tell you something. The halving is gonna be something, maybe it's not gonna be the same thing you are expecting. And I will talk about it in the last section of this live stream. Okay, so now let's talk about the very short term. Well, disclosure, I am in long position. The reason is very simple, is because, let me show you. We have 4-hour chart buy signal here, respecting the MA55, is still above the zero line. It's not below the zero line, it's still above the zero line. Of course, it's losing steam, as you can see here. And as long as it's above the zero line, I cannot be like 100% bearish. Of course, oh my God, to zero. Of course not. So what I'm expecting right now, sideways, you see, and bounce, where the target should be around this point, around maybe $22,000, 700, 600, around there, in the next potentially 24 hours. Now, this trade potentially could be the trigger for the next bounce in 1-day chart. Why? Because, well, let me show you. 12-hour chart is very interesting here. As you can see here, we have bearish divergence. We have a sell signal, actually. Sell signal here, the major sell signal was here, and Bitcoin, instead of crashing, it was just sideways and making new highs here, right? So we have a bearish divergence here, this point, and we have other bearish divergence. We have the pullback, MA21 testing here, and careful here. Seller line is about to be tested here in today or tomorrow, and only if Bitcoin is holding this area, if holding this area, eventually you will see a buy signal here, and you will see a new leg up here, where you will see the trigger for 1-day chart, and you will see something like this, right? Better divergence here in 12-hour chart and 1-day chart in some point in maybe a couple of weeks in February, and something like this. Better divergence. And I know here at 27, 26, whatever, Bitcoin will hit 30K, 40K, 50K, 1 million, right? And if we see this setup, my friend, I will wait for you here with my shorts. Okay? Now, the thing here is like, I don't want to see this bounce. Honestly, I don't want to see it. Because same as 2019, because maybe you are new here, you were not trading in that moment. What happened here in 2019? Bitcoin just was pumping from $4,000 to 14K without any correction. After that, what happened? Bitcoin built what happened? Well, built various averagings from this point and this point, and after that, various averagings from this point and this point, and after a massive leg down from the top 14K to $4,000. Okay, this is not healthy. You don't want to see something like this. You want to see very healthy pullbacks. And healthy pullbacks, I'm saying, is like I want to see the MA55 tested here in a very healthy uptrend. Right now here, Bitcoin is not crashing. And this is like a Shiba Inu, okay? So if Bitcoin keeps pumping here, you will see a stronger bearish divergence in here. You will see a stronger bearish divergence here in 1-day chart. And from there is a very good chance you will see Bitcoin crashing 10K, around 17, 18K, whatever. And that is going to affect the higher time frames. Why? Because any crash like that means MA55 in the monthly is going to be a resistance. And you know what I mean, right? We don't want to see Bitcoin, the MA55 in the monthly. We don't want to see this line, this what line, as resistance for Bitcoin. We don't want to see it. If we see this line as resistance, big problems. Huge problems. Because if we confirm, Bitcoin confirms, right? MA55 in the next couple of months, I think February is going to be enough to know if this is going to be a resistance or not. But if we confirm MA55 is a resistance, my friend, the next target is not going to be just 10K. I have to be very realistic with you. It's not going to be just 10K. You will see maybe again $5,000, $4,000. Yeah, I know. The feeling is like, no, it's impossible. Bitcoin halving to the moon, 1 million. My friend told me, right? If you are hearing this channel, it's because you want to listen to facts, okay? Bitcoin is doing very good, yes. It's going to be this month amazing if we can see the monthly close this month in February, something like this. It's going to be amazing if we can see something like this. Why? Because it's not the same to get rejected from 25 than $30,000. It's not going to be the same. Why? Because getting rejected from this point, for example, imagine you see February like this. This pullback, my friend, is going to be in the macro scale a major opportunity to buy. Why? Because Bitcoin in the MA55 is going to be a support again. And after that, yes, 1 million you want. I'm talking about a couple years, 2, 3, 4 years, okay? So, but Bitcoin actually right now, I said in last year, I think October, November, I said, if we see the test MA55, in that moment we will know. If we see rejection, of course, we will know if Bitcoin actually is in a truly real potential bear market. Technically speaking, I have some indicators. They are telling me the same thing. Bitcoin is not like before. And the last thing here is like, please open your mind, because I know you are bullish right now. Is like, the facts are here. Bitcoin from 2000, let me see here. Yeah, 2009. The bounce here from this point and this point, it was, I don't know the number. It's impressive, right? Impressive. Okay. So from this point and this point, impressive, right? Okay. And from this point and this point, you see, this is 55,000. This is a number I cannot say. It's like 500,000 times. This one is 50 times. This one is 11 times. And this one from this point and this point is almost 2,000 times. So what I'm trying to say here, please be realistic with your expectations. What is the pattern you can see here? Every time when Bitcoin is bouncing, is less powerful, it's losing steam every time. So We are gonna see a bounce. Of course, I am pretty sure about it. It could be this one, maybe yes, right? Maybe. We can see maybe 400. Imagine this is the bottom, right? Imagine this is the bottom. I don't know, maybe 500%. From this point, 16K, this is the bottom, right? 500 times around maybe, yes, $100,000. Yeah, but if we compare this bounce here and this one is going to be less and less and less, and you know what it's telling you? Weakness. Okay, so this is a very, very normal in cycles, in like normal symptom, like the asset. There are cycles, okay. So and Bitcoin is gonna eventually is gonna enter in a truly real bear market. The question right now I have here, and I cannot tell you right now, is this one? Maybe. The thing here is like the best thing we can do right now, at least in my case, I will wait for two scenarios. First of all, I want to see Bitcoin breaking 20K. First scenario, better scenario. And the bullish scenario, I want to see Bitcoin not just above $25,000. I want to see Bitcoin testing almost around 30K. And after that, even closing about the mid-21. And then, yes, we will see a major pullback. Of course, something like this, right? Something like this. But this pullback in the macro timers this year, potentially, is going to be a major, major opportunity. So you are thinking, oh, I'm missing something. No. It's just... It depends, right, on your goals. In my case, I am very protective, conservative in this case, in macro scale, right? So careful here. You are bullish. Technically speaking, we don't have the resolution right now, not yet. This is the support. Now this is the resistance. Now we have to see confirmations. Okay. So let's continue. And I'm gonna continue with the second chart. Actually, I have bad news. To support Bitcoin will crash. I have three charts, and actually I don't like them. All of them. First of all, we have the USD dominance, as you can see here. This is very beautiful red candle here. Is this reversal? Of course not. In the monthly, not yet. If we want to see reversal for USD dominance, we have to see this asset closing below the mid-21, around 5.8. So the thing here is that we have better divergence confirmation. That is a good news. Yes, you see, as you can see here, from this point and this point, this point and this point. The thing here is like you will have to wait 3 years, something like that, to see the results. So Bitcoin next month could crash maybe 20%. But in general, I can tell you right now, as long as we have these various divergence here present, every how can I say this? Every pullback for Bitcoin, it should be a potential buy. Now let's talk about the weekly chart, because weekly chart is very interesting here. I cannot be bearish here. I know monthly is one thing, weekly chart is one thing. Remember, weekly chart is for 3 months, and there is no way I can say I am bearish here. This is the MI55, this is the zero line here. No way. This is not bearish, at least not from me. Of course, we will have to wait maybe a couple of weeks, right? We have to see two things. We have to see the MI55, I mean, this USD dominance bouncing here. That means Bitcoin crashing. Yes, something like this. And we see, I want to see other buy signaling weekly chart. If we see this month, because we will see it this month, well, every time we have a buy signal in the USD dominance, what happened with this asset? Major bounce, as you can see here. Bounce, okay? So if you are bullish right now here for Bitcoin, is a little bit innocent, yeah? Same as you were super bearish maybe in November. Let me tell you something. I said Bitcoin, I'm expecting 14K, right? I said that in 2021. Bitcoin hit 16K, maybe because you failed. Maybe you're right, but you know what? I am still thinking Bitcoin will hit that level in some point. Why? Is because I said before, if I see the macro timers, I'm talking 3-month chart, 6-month chart, and very long term, and I know Bitcoin is losing steam. Thinking about 14K is not very crazy. Yeah, it's not very crazy for me. Now here, as you can see, as long as Bitcoin, USD dominance is holding the MI55, is very bad for Bitcoin. Why? Because we will see a bounce in the next, not now, maybe by the end of the month, March, we will see potentially the target I will start looking for is around here, around 7 or 8%. So that means Bitcoin, there is a very good chance will start correcting maybe by the end of this month, around there. Now, don't forget about this. Even if you see red here, as long as about the center line here, there is volume. It's still positive, okay? That is the point. It's still positive, okay? Now, let's continue here in the 1-day chart, okay? 1-day chart I want to see, and this one is here from this point. We have sideways, as you can see here, and bounce, yeah, and bounce. So we have to wait around 3 days, yeah? If we see this center line testing here, and this asset just in sideways here, you will see a continuation. And eventually you will see a bullish divergence forming here, and after that a major bounce, okay? Same as Bitcoin, as you can see here, very different. Now, one thing here is that this is accumulation, okay? This accumulation, we have a bullish divergence here and here. So I am expecting a bounce of this asset maybe in the next 2-3 days. So as you can see here right now, everything is getting ready. Technically speaking, is for a bounce for Bitcoin, maybe yes, if we see Bitcoin holding $22,700 around this area, around 23K. 2-3 days. If you see Bitcoin holding, yes, we can say we can think about 24, even an extension to 26, 27, and no more than that. After that, the party is over. Now let's talk about the next chart. So it's very, very interesting. Let me see Bitcoin here. Bitcoin, yes, okay, good. Let me show you Bitcoin. The next chart is the dollar. The dollar is very, very interesting, and this is a major, major warning for all my friends around the world. Where if you are bearish right now, and the dollar, and you are thinking, oh yeah, this is gonna crash, blah blah blah, recovery, right? No. This is like this, and I will tell you in the next 3 months, right now, I'm telling you, I don't have a crystal ball, but this is like this, okay? Continuation in a very healthy, wonderful pullback in weekly chart. I am not saying new highs. I am saying you will see the dollar strong again in February, March, April, May, around there, okay? All of them together. So, because I am bullish here, well, I am expecting more downside from Bitcoin actually. I'm not saying new lows. Potentially we see other close below 17K. Let me show you the next chart. Actually, this one is the mother of all of the charts. If we see this setup playing, it's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be terrible. Let me show you here. We have here, is this futures? Let me see. No. Okay, good. We have here officially, well, almost official, we have a potential sell signal forming here in curve, testing the center line here, the 55 here in OBB. So I know it's looking green here. I will say be very careful here because it's in resistance here, and sorry, but it's like this for me, right? For me. Now let me show you here the 1-day chart here. 1-day chart is looking strong, looking wow, right? What is this? In the moment when you see the ADX negative here, and also you see maybe a short-term other leg up here, forming a very, very beautiful, super beautiful bearish divergence, you will see this crashing. Okay, weekly chart for me is very terrible for the SP500, and this is gonna be, I know, because let me tell you something. I know that people, they like to do all this garbage, right? But the trend line, right, is breaking. So my book in Amazon said, is buy here, your stop loss where? Here, and let me see, one moment. My target, according to my book, because now I'm an expert trading, because I read my book, is, let me show you, is where, let me see, the target should be 20%. So that means new ATA. My target is 5,000. You see? Well, careful here, because for me this is a sell. Okay. Of course, you see maybe a little bit higher here, no problem. But after that, like this. Okay. Okay, guys. So let's continue here because we are gonna have a monthly close here for SP 500, and as you can see, any close below 4,000. No, actually, yeah, 4,000. I think no, any close below 4,160, 70. I think this is just sideways and potential continuation to the downside. I am still looking for a test to the MI55 here around $3,800 around there. And if we see this test, and well, as long as holding, but looks like this is just my imagination, right? Something like this, right? Something like this. Okay, potentially, right? Potentially. Let's see. Okay, guys. So let's continue. I'm gonna continue right now in 1 hour chart because someone is asking me 1 hour chart for the Bitcoin. I wanna see it. Okay, good. 1 hour chart. Okay, technically speaking, here we have what we have here. We have potential buy signal forming here. I am not financial advisor, of course, remember, but if you're looking for an entry because maybe this is gonna be a bounce for Bitcoin in 4 hour chart, right now, this is the moment. Remember, I am not financial advisor, remember, right? Please manage your risk, okay? This area, as long as Bitcoin is holding this area, yeah, in 1 hour chart you will see a buy signal here. OBB is about the seller line breaking the previous high here, so that means, well, other test maybe, yeah, any close below about $23,000 400 140, you will see other leg up around yes, $23,500 around there. Maybe an extension, maybe 600 around there. Now, and this trade is very simple. Any close below this one, like $22,920, you will see continuation around $22,600, and yes, maybe there you will see new lows around maybe 20K. So, but yeah, we have to wait and let's see. In my case, as I said before, I am in long position. Of course, I manage my risk. I like to manage my risk. Let's see. Let's see. Now let's continue with some altcoins. If you have any requests, please let me know. Okay. Let me know. Okay, so Ethereum here. In 1 day chart we have here, we have various variance here, but it's the same as Bitcoin. It's still holding here. Of course, we will have in 1 day chart we will have to wait more time. But let me see the 12-hour chart. 12-hour chart, we have, technically speaking, we have a buy signal right now here. ADX is still negative. Yes, it's negative here. So sideways into, I mean, the next 12 hours, that means the next 3 days around there. So all this area sideways, and the projection should be to the upside. Okay. I know you want to see Bitcoin crashing, but I think you will have to wait a couple of weeks more. And I think that crash, I think maybe it's going to be good. A good buy opportunity. So if I am right with this, I strongly recommend, well, I cannot recommend, but I would suggest buying altcoins at this point right now is not very smart. Okay, especially this garbage. What is this? This is just garbage. Especially this is just gambling here. Careful with this kind of garbage, okay? Because when you see this, I saw this kind of thing so many times, like pumping like here, like this, like a Shiba Inu, and after that crashing like Shiba Inu, right? So I have no idea what it is. Probably I don't care. Just I'm telling you what I saw after many years doing this. By the way, actually 10 years of trading this year. Amazing, right? 10 years. I actually am thinking to do something special because my anniversary, I started doing this 10 years ago. I think it was in April. So in April is gonna be a good month celebration for me because 10 years of trading, and thanks to you, I don't feel lonely anymore doing this, because you know, about finance, about many things like that, you cannot talk with people. They don't understand, or maybe they think you are crazy. Okay, guys, so any requests, please let me know in the comments. Let me see. Okay, Uchi, okay, thank you for joining to this live stream. Moon, well, I think I was very clear. Yes, Bitcoin is still bullish. Yes, I am looking for a bounce. Yes, but that bounce it could be like the next major sell opportunity for Bitcoin macro timeframes, and maybe that drop it could be a major opportunity actually. It depends, right? We need to see key levels defending. Okay, so let's see. Moon, okay, 7 hours until. Which, yeah, thank you for telling me, but as I said before many times, I really don't follow news. I don't care. Okay, let me see. USD, really, please don't get mad if I say something like maybe it's not right. Okay. USD, what is this one? Okay, here. Last time when I saw this one, it was like Shiba Inu, right? Let me see here. Yes, Shiba Inu. You see, Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, right? Okay, what I can tell you on the chart, let me see here. I cannot see. Okay, we have a better divergence here. Technically speaking, it's almost time is over. So new highs, maybe other test to $32. Let me see the weekly chart here. We have a sell signal in progress performing, but the ADX is very, very strong, very, very, very strong. So I will be very careful here. Maybe, I mean, let me check the monthly, because the monthly is gonna tell me more. Better divergence forming. That means maybe in maybe in 2025, maybe you will see a pullback. But in general, this is a bullish. Everything is bullish here. To the moon, the sky is the limit. Okay. So 4 hour, the sky is the limit. Of course, there is no buy signal here, but there is no better divergence as well. So you will see, yes, other test to maybe 32 around there, and maybe new highs. Now let me see something more, because maybe high. Yeah, what is this, my friend? Okay, I will be very honest with you. Maybe you will not like it here, but you will have a very, very, very hard time in your country. Very, very, very hard. Buy signal here is printing here. So in July, you will see the confirmation. Yes. New highs here. Yes. But better divergence. Yes, but it will take years. ADX positive here. So if I do like this Nostradamus, like technical analysis with Fibonacci levels, let me see. From the lowest point here, the target should be around 35, potential pullback, and the next target should be 44. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let me see. 1, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this should be the last wave. I think so. Of course, using LOA theory. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The problem with 5 is like it could be here, like at around 35 or 44, around there. So as you can see, the waves are very easy to count here, and we have a better divergence. So you will have to wait maybe 2 or 3 years more. But it's bullish. Okay, so let's continue with let me do this, because I have to do this for I am living in Japan, so I would like to do a technical analysis real time for the yen, because right, it's totally pepper right now, the Japanese yen. So let me do it right now here. Okay, good. We have right now, we have the weekly chart here. We have, okay, this is bad. We are gonna have like accumulation here, and this is gonna be a buy signal maybe in March, and that means you will see other leg up here. Maybe 137 is gonna be the first target, and an extension to 145. So that means this in the next 3-4 months, 6%, maximum 50% bounce. And well, let me see the monthly, because the monthly, what is the monthly? ADX negative here, testing MA21. Potentially, it is a beautiful reaction in the monthly here, as you can see here. Maybe by the end of the year, we can see the Japanese yen around 120. So let's see, because let me see 6 months. As long as the Japanese yen is about 123 this year, it's not very good. Okay, so let's continue. I'm gonna check altcoins, some altcoins, because right? Altcoins, Litecoin. Actually, the halving is coming next year. So bullish, yes. I am bullish in Litecoin, yes. Technically, historically speaking, Litecoin in each halving actually was very good. Actually, I can say it because I got some benefits from here and from here. And here, let me show you. The weekly chart here is testing the 55, is still there, trying to break it, and this is just about time. I think this month, the only thing Litecoin needs is just Bitcoin crashing. When you see Bitcoin crashing, I am not financial advisor, remember, but for me, Litecoin is gonna be a very, very, very strong contender. I think that is the word for the next bull market. Yeah, because the halving is coming. So very good results. I did it in the past. I made it very good with Litecoin. Of course, we cannot expect 20% X, right? No, 20X or 50X. Of course not. But at least a decent bounce. Yes, of course, it's in the cards. For example, here in 2018 is 500. In 2020, 900. So thinking like 400, right? For example, from this point, around 57. Around there, maybe around 200, around there, 200, 300. So, thank you, Steve. Thank you. And even with 10 years of experience, sometimes I take losses. And actually, I did it last 2 weeks ago. I in the process of recovering that account because I want to see it green. But it's fine because risk management is the most. So that means doesn't matter if I am losing overall because I have a system of trading. I know that when I lose is part of the, probabilities, right? But in the long term, very good. Actually, so far, I have to say this, right? I did it last year. So far, for me, this bear market, technically speaking, we are still in bear market. So far, it's the best. Was the best bear market in my career. So easy to trade. Seriously, so easy to trade. Very obvious setups. Amazing. Here it was so boring. Here your sideways Bitcoin just for 6 months like this. So annoying. So but here beautiful. The market was so generous. We have this crash on all this crash here. Amazing, wonderful. Now I have to tell you something. If you made money here in the bear market, in the bull market, it's gonna be very easy. Okay, the problem here is like it's very hard for people to switch. Always when they say we are in a bear market, bear market, and they want to short, and they miss all the bull market. So when they see bear market, a bull market, they don't want to sell. No, buy, but they don't want to see the signals, and after that just crash, and they are still thinking we are in a bull market. That is the problem. So please manage you must handle your emotions, and always you have to see the two possibilities, always the bullish scenario and the bearish scenario. Right now, today, this month, March, for me, right, in my humble opinion, is like this. I know the feeling is bullish right now. I know. But in my experience after 10 years, I never seen a bear market like it's over, and after 1 month, the bull market is coming, and after that to the moon. No. That didn't happen. For example, here in 2018, Bitcoin was pumping here, around here, and here finally, here they were very scared. Oh my god, no, this is not a bull market. This is gonna crash. $1,000, right? Bitcoin was pumping more. People was so bullish. Oh my god, yeah, 20k, and after that 50k, whatever, right? And after that, what happened? I said here, short. No? Well, in another group, right? In another group, I didn't have YouTube channel at that time. I said, no, this is a short. And you will see it. And after that, crash. Okay? It's not because I don't have a crystal ball. I have a system of trading. That's why I follow the rules. That's it. Okay? So be careful with this, my friend. And just, well, see you in the next live stream. Okay? So in recap for Bitcoin, as long as Bitcoin is holding this area, this area, let me show you, is around $22,700. Bitcoin is still bullish. Okay, this area is in range because we can see it in 4-hour chart, as you can see here, where the bottom of the price is around here, $22,500, and the top of top is around here, is around, I would say around maybe $23,000, almost $23,500, around there. Now we have a buy signal here, yes, sideways, in short term, sideways, bounce, where the target should be this green box. And now, in a 1-day chart, this should be a sell signal in the long term. I mean, maybe in 2 weeks, and after that you will see a 10,000 crash. Okay, guys, thank you for watching, and see you tomorrow.